What's up, YouTube? Just wanted to do a review on my 2018 Yamaha Grizzly SE. I own this for about 4 or 5 months now. Great ATV. Couldn't be happier. Let me just tell you first of all how I got here. I'm a Honda guy. I've been a Honda guy all my life. Rode Honda dirt bikes. And so this is my third quad in 2 years. So I owned the Suzuki Clean Quad, which is a good quad. But just wasn't happy with the performance of it. Just wasn't happy with it. But a good quad. So then I bought a Honda Rancher fully loaded. And it was good, but I wasn't excited about driving it. I wasn't excited about bringing it out the garage, and it was just sitting there. And you know, Honda's does have the reliability. I think they are, as far as the #1 reliability, as far as, you know, and ATVs and what they do. I love Honda, but man, I wasn't having fun riding the Rancher. And I was like, okay, well, I'll get rid of the Rancher, which I said is a great reliability. So Polaris was tempting, but you know, when you're spending, you know, $10,000, and just all the things I read in the forums and all those things, I just couldn't take that chance of spending that kind of money. You know, I work hard for my money, just like you do. So I was like, no way. You know, I can't afford to spend that money having it break it down. So I said, I did my research on the Honda Grizzly. So I got a great deal on this. Shout out to my boy Will and Dan at Heiser Cycle in Laurel, Maryland. And they gave me an excellent deal on this. Will did. And I love it. CV transmission is phenomenal. I mean, I can't say more about this. And like I said, I had a Suzuki King Quad, and you know, it was a good ATV. Really good. I enjoy Suzuki makes really good ATVs, but man, the Suzuki King Quad and the Yamaha Grizzly shouldn't be in the same sentence as far as comparing the two. I mean, the Grizzly is a beast. I mean, it was like night and day riding the Grizzly from the Suzuki Clean Quad and from riding the Honda Rancher. Night and day. I mean, I look forward to riding this. I mean, the gas mileage has a hitch. Had to replace the stock tires. You know how that goes. But I didn't do it immediately. I rode this a couple times on the stocks, and the biggest problem I had with the stocks was in turning. They seemed to be real thin, and when I hit a couple of rocks, you know, going over some of your rocks, I felt like they were a little thin, that they were puncture. So I didn't want to take that chance. So I just had these put on, these ITPs Mudlight 2s. These are 27 inches, 27 by 9 by 12s in the front, and 27 by 11 by 12s in the back. And I'll tell you what, these tires are phenomenal. They are great. I mean, but I wouldn't recommend these tires unless you are riding a 700 and above, because these tires are they're really they're heavy, and they are aggressive. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want to worry about getting stuck. I was in Busco Beach. Me and my son, he rides he's 11, he rides a Honda Recon 250, and we went out, and I went down to this small little embankment. It wasn't bad, and I got stuck, and I was like, never again. So I'm definitely glad to be a part of the Yamaha Grizzly family. Like I say, this thing is, I'll have this for years and years. I mean, it's just a great ATV. I love the power. It rides so smooth. So smooth. Even with these tires, it still has a great ride. And you love this Grizzly. Hey, I'm here to tell you. I mean, it's phenomenal. Rides good. The seat is plush. The CVT transmission is awesome. The brakes, the front and rear brakes. I mean, just the gas mileage that it gets. You got a couple of storage compartments on it. Here. You have a storage compartment here. And you have one back here in the rear. But man, I'm telling you, great ATV. You can't go wrong. At some point I'll plan on getting a winch on here. But man, these tires they're awesome. They dig in. I tell you what, I'm not gonna have problems getting stuck. But yeah, definitely, if you're thinking about the Yamaha Grizzly SE, you definitely a good choice. You won't be disappointed. I can guarantee you that. You definitely won't. So it shifts really easy. I mean, it's just a great, well-made ATV. One of the biggest difference I noticed when I had my Suzuki Queen Card is that shifting was a lot lower down here. I had to bend over a lot more. But with the Grizzly, it's positioned up here. I mean, just the four-wheel drive. When I had my Honda Rancher, I used to have to shift it in four-wheel drive. It's up here on the handlebars. I'll just click this button like that. I mean, you got diff lock here. I mean, just great job, Honda. Independent rear, front, and rear suspension. I mean, the suspension is set perfect. I mean, this thing, I mean, when I ride over the bumps and stuff, it just absorbs those bumps and rocks. I mean, when I was riding on the Suzuki King Quad and the Honda Rancher, I could feel the bumps a lot more. And I had independent rear suspension, but I could feel the bumps a lot more, but nothing. It doesn't compare to this Grizzly. Now, one thing I will say, looking at the maintenance and stuff, it's a lot more difficult to do the maintenance on the Yamaha Grizzly than it was on the Honda Rancher. The Honda Rancher was definitely a lot easier as far as accessing the filter and things like that, and the battery. But I like also, one thing I like about the Yamaha Grizzly is up here. Your battery and everything is up here. It's out of the way, so you don't have to worry about water and things like that. I mean, just great how they did that. Now, if I had a bone to pick one with Yamaha, it would be this rear storage. It doesn't seal. Come on, Yamaha. Come on, man. $10,000. Seal this thing up. The one on the Suzuki King Quad, because I had a choice to get this or the 2019 Suzuki King Quad. And it's a good quad, but I'm coming already from the Suzuki family. But test driving both of those and riding both of those, this rode a lot better. It was a lot smoother ride, the Yamaha Grizzly, than the Suzuki King Quad 2019. But good quad, and but yeah, so that's about my only bone I have to pick with Yamaha is this rear storage. Can be sealed up, so anything you put back there, it'll get wet. Just put it in toe straps. Doesn't get too hot. I've ridden it, I've rode it a lot. It doesn't get too hot. I mean, my Ranger, that thing rode, the fan kept running a lot, and you know, but hey, it works. And on the Yamaha Grizzly, the fan comes on a lot too. One thing also about the Yamaha Grizzly, it's louder than the Suzuki King Quad. It's definitely louder, but not bad. 700 engine, but doesn't get too hot. And this CVT transmission is the best. I mean, the best. And so I just wanted to give you guys a quick review. Oh, and one more thing that irritates me, the lights. So you have a LED and your two front lights, and then it's like a halogen light up here. But I think I'm going to change that. They should have made that all LED. But other than that, great quad. You won't be disappointed. Love these new tires, ITP Mud Light 2s. Alright guys, take it easy. Happy trails.